You're watching Quinns Gaming. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, Nary here from Quinns Gaming, and as some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming at you with the Let's Play episode of Psychic Connections, Aiden's Path. So, I believe this might just be the episode where we get to spend the night in Aiden's tent. And I am very interested to see how that turns out. Will we crack his tough outer shell? Or will he just give us the cold shoulder? We shall see, guys. Let's jump right into it, shall we? Hope you guys enjoy the video. Alrighty. It's remarkable to think how often simple sights such as these go unnoticed. I think I'd begun taking it for granted. In that moment, a quick flash streaks across the sky. I blink for a moment, and it's gone. Did you see that? Did I imagine that, or did you see a shooting star right there? Yeah, I saw it too. It was quick, but I saw it. Shit, think of all the moments that pass you by. They're over in an instant. Even this whole trip is going to be a small page in someone's scrapbook when we're all old and gray. I just wish we could hold on to those flashes of simplicity for a while longer, you know? It's a deep thing to think about, but I can't say I don't relate. I lost over 2 years of my life in just a flash. Ever since, every moment of my life has been more important than ever before. When I'm old and gray, how will this trip hold up in my memory? Will I even remember it? After my accident, it felt like anything normal in my life was over, but maybe that isn't true. Perhaps I just needed to find myself a new normal, and these past few days have just been the beginning of that. I've snapped out of my thoughts by the sound of Aiden's feet crunching the dry grass near us. The stationary cameras are placed. Thanks for the help, you two. Oh, relax, Aiden. We're just taking a break. Wait, Zoe, I thought you already helped him set the cameras up. She was supposed to. It was her idea, and she pulled me away from making the fire. Oh, I mean, I was going to, but then I thought it might be better to have a moment and take in the sights. Right. Well, while you're taking in the sights, I have some handheld cameras for the two of you. Aiden hands us both 2 camera bags, and inside is a thick black camera with a long lens. It looks like one of those cameras you see professionals using, and from what little I know about photography, they're very expensive. Do I even want to know how much this is worth? You don't. Just try not to think about it while you're using it. Worst case scenario, you break it and spend the rest of your life working for Aiden to replace it. Oh. Well, don't say it like that. I'd like to think I'm a rather approachable and merciful boss. Somehow the idea of working under Aiden is less than enticing. I can picture myself wearing a stuffy suit and saying yes sir a lot. Then again, I can think of a few steamy novels where saying yes sir isn't that much of a bad thing. Putting fantasies of corporate romance out of my head, I focus the camera lens and point up at the celestial heavens above me. Looking around, I quickly find myself hitting a major obstacle. I'm unable to locate my constellation. Something wrong? You seem frustrated. Well, it's just, I can't seem to find Pavo, the constellation I'd settled on. That would be a given, since you can't see it in the northern hemisphere. Didn't you find that information when we were at the library? No, at least I don't think so. I guess I could have just missed it. If I can't see it, how the hell am I supposed to get a picture of it? You could always just get a profile of each visible constellation and then make your choice later. That's certainly an option, and before even thinking about it, I start taking pictures of each constellation, though I'm certainly not happy about it. Click. Click. Okay, I think I'm done taking pictures. I'm gonna go find a spot for myself. A spot for yourself? What do you need a thing like that for? I'm not like you or the other guys, Mason. I have a few prerequisites for where I do business. Where you do business? What the hell is she talking about right now? Is she about to go on some sort of secret call with her psychic host organization? Do you want me to go with you? It's a little dark. Jeez, I need to use the bathroom, you nitwit. Oh. Oh, yeah, I'm a girl. There aren't any outhouses, and I'm not looking to squat just on the other side of these tents. So please, do not follow me. There's no need to bite his head off, Zoe. He's just concerned, that's all. Zoe looks at Aiden with irritation, and her legs begin wiggling as if she were a child trying to hold in her bladder. Look, I know you can feel what I'm feeling, so you know that if I need to explain myself for 5 more minutes, I am going to pee right here. Neither of us wants that, so you canines have a lovely chat while I go take care of my lady business. Zoe sprints off into the woods, her tail thrashing about behind her as she destructively runs into the bush looking for an appropriate place to find release. No one can say that Zoe isn't the epitome of grace. Aiden chuckles at his own joke, yet I can't help but think of the irony of him making fun of anyone while wearing those clothes. Did I save? Did I save? No, I probably didn't save. Okay, let's save. Alright, there we go. I hand him back the camera he lent me, and we both move back towards the others. Looking around, everyone is currently doing their own thing. Aiden ducks into his tent to put his cameras away. Elliot is cleaning his pan. Quinn is on his phone. And Jude is carving something. I'm not exactly tired yet. Maybe I should talk with one of them. Let's go to Aiden. Hell yeah. Who should I talk with? I move towards Aiden's tent to see if he wants to talk, and I bump into him just as he opens the flaps to walk out. Oh! Didn't expect to see you there. Did you need something? No, not really. I figured we could chat if you're not busy. Well, I'm not particularly occupied with anything right now. What did you want to talk about? Shit. I actually didn't think about what I was going to talk to him about. I'm not sure why I always seem to do this. I jump into these conversations without any idea of what I'm going to say. Did you get your pictures? I will, once the stationary cameras get the shots I'm after. Why leave it up to my shaky hands when an automated process can do it better? Shaky hands, huh? And here I thought you were cool, calm, and collected. Though, it looks like you're doing good. I half expected you would burst into flames at the idea of staying out in the woods. Oh, I'm hurt. I may have refined tastes, but that doesn't mean I'm incapable of roughing it out for a weekend. Aiden holds his hands to his chest and his face takes on a mock-hurt expression. You certainly seem to hate the idea when Zoe brought it up. I may not have loved the idea, but only because it's an environment I'm not overly familiar with. Naturally, though, I made sure to come prepared and did plenty of research. What kind of research did you do exactly? Well, I studied how to make a fire without tools, as well as the most efficient outfit for a multitude of environments. Clearly, his readings did not cover the social environment. Jude's been holding back laughter every time the deer has looked at him. Something funny? What? No, not at all. I was just... So, can I expect to see more of Jericho whenever I'm around you? Why? Are you interested in him or something? What? No! Because I wouldn't blame you if you were. He has a well-crafted physique. I mean, I won't say he's wrong. He's definitely jacked in a way that's appealing. Yet at the same time, it's unnerving. Looking at him doesn't give me warm fuzzies like the others in the group. Rather, it gives me a weird, itchy feeling. Is everything okay? Huh? Oh, yeah, no, I'm just thinking. What about? Well, I certainly can't tell Aiden that his bodyguard gives me serial killer vibes. With his invasive empathic powers, I'm sure he knows something is wrong. Let's see right here. I guess I could just mention something else that's bothering me and that should work. I guess I just can't seem to figure you out. What do you mean? I keep flip-flopping in my mind. Sometimes you seem like this genuinely nice, if not a bit misguided guy. Other times you seem to be this obstinate ass whose empathy skills are ironically lacking. You're hard to read sometimes. Aiden looks taken aback by what I said, as if it had never occurred to him that he wasn't easy for me to understand. I suppose that's fair. I mean, we only met recently, but I'd like to think most people are hard to fully understand. I'd be more concerned if you had me all figured out in less than a week of knowing me. I'm still trying to get to know you too, and to get used to the idea of you joining us all moving forward. So, just don't write me off until we've gotten to really know one another. Aiden places his hand on my shoulder and gives it a gentle squeeze, looking at me with these big eyes of his. He really is hard to figure out, but I guess they're all in their own way. The topic between us switches to college, and I find myself tuning out a lot of the business jargon he spews out. Aiden also inquires how classes are going for me, and he briefly berates me for putting off my essay until Sunday. Time passes by like this. Zoe eventually rejoins the group, and we all gradually intermingle. Before long, we're all gathered around the fire, watching the embers fly away from the crackling wood. Elliot reaches into one of his coolers and pulls out 2 glass bottles. It looks like some kind of beer. I brought the lagers. Does anyone want one?
I'll take one.
Do you have anything lighter? Elliot gives Aiden a look that makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up. Aiden simply gulps and nods, taking a lager from Elliot. Mason, would you like one? Yeah. I nod my head meekly. I haven't had much in the way of alcohol since my accident, and I'm still acquiring a taste for it.
I'll take one too.
Very funny. Last I checked, you're still not 21.
Seriously, you guys are gonna be like that even now?
It's not like it's anything special. I'm not drinking either.
No, easier said when you're over that age barrier. I bet none of you even remember what it was like waiting to have alcohol.
I do, especially since it's not like it was actually that long ago for me. I might have gotten impatient, too, and tried it if life didn't fast forward on me. He hands me the cold bottle, and I look at the label. It's a crude design of a buff donkey farmer with half-lidded eyes. Mule brew. Hopefully it at least tastes good. I press the bottle to my lips, opting to ignore the sour smell as I know that it isn't the best indicator for taste. I should have trusted my nose more. The flavor is rancid. It's how I imagine the beer brewed in toilets on those prison TV shows would taste. Elliot looks at me expectantly, and I try to put on a big smile, but I can't seem to stop myself from gagging. You don't like it?
How the hell is anyone supposed to like this? It tastes absolutely horrendous.
I don't know. It's certainly not of high quality, but I'd consider it tolerable. Zoe and I look at Aiden bewildered, but I find focusing on him difficult as the horrible acidic taste in my mouth keeps grabbing my attention.
Seriously, it's just, where did you even get this?
My friend Clive brews his own beers. That's him on the label, actually.
Well, tell Clive he needs to consider a different career.
Zoe's being too harsh. It really isn't that terrible. I just think it needs to be marketed to a crowd looking for a specific flavor. What? What's the flavor? Ass? Do you drink a lot, Aiden? I've been known to enjoy a good brew. And while I won't lie and say I've enjoyed this Clive's lager, I can assure you I've had worse. Save it right here.
God, I'm not even gonna dare give it another try. That's it.
Quinn jumps up off of his seat. Everyone looks at him in surprise as he begins hopping up and down in excitement.
We should play Truth or Dare.
Seriously?
Yes, seriously. Come on, it'll be fun.
Quinn looks at us all with big pouty eyes. I look to the others and see mixed emotions on everyone's faces. Zoe especially seems to be deep in thought.
Okay, let's do it.
We're really doing this. Zoe nods, and Aiden lets out a sigh of resignation. A grin begins playing across Elliot's face, while Jude just grumbles. The ground rules are quickly set. We'll take turns in order asking truth or dare. If we don't tell the truth, or do the dare, we have to do a punishment.
What do we do for a punishment?
It can't be alcohol-related, because otherwise Quinn can't participate. There those eyebrows again. Why don't we just do strip poker style? If you don't do a dare or tell the truth, you lose a piece of clothing. Leave it to Elliot to come up with a way to pervert this game. At least I don't have to worry about anyone agreeing to...
That's a great idea.
Wait. What?
I'm not super keen, but it's a good punishment.
How is this happening? I suppose it's not the most unreasonable request, and it encourages you to follow along. No. There's no way we're actually doing this. Jude is surely going to disagree. I guess that's fine. I'll just have to not lose.
Even Jude... How did I find myself actually playing strip, truth, or dare?
You okay, Mason? You seem perturbed.
What? No, I just didn't think I'd be stripping for any of you all. Hey, we're all friends. Nobody's gonna take any pictures of any weird freckles on your ball sack or whatever. But the heck? I don't have a weird nut freckle. Cool. Then you've got nothing to worry about. 2 of you are completely sober, and the other 3 have only had a single drink. Where did all the logic go? Yeah, I wonder if that beer is a hallucinogen. How about you start us off, Mason?
Me? Okay. Let's do Aiden, truth or dare. Truth. Okay, think, Mason. What's a good thing to ask Aiden? Supposedly he's this heir to this big company, then maybe... You're making money from that big company your father runs. How much money do you have saved up? Oh, no, you don't ask people that, Mason! Huh? I didn't think you'd be asking me about my finances. Well, between my stocks and other unliquidated assets, as well as my actual earnings, This oh my god! This motherfucker is rich as fuck! Oh my god! You have so much money! I'm gonna fucking call you moneybags! Oh my god. I have about 10 million. Sorry for the interruption, that just blew my mind. I thought it was like closer to like maybe 500,000, but Jesus. 10 million? Give or take a couple million. It's been a while since I've done the math, and I don't exactly have an easy button for calculating all my assets. I don't even know what I do with that kind of money. How can you say that so casually? I'm not really certain. I guess I've just normalized it. Although, I've often fantasized what it'd be like to be in Quinn's shoes.
Really? You trade out your childhood of butlers and fine dining for foster homes and being someone else's butler?
Foster homes?
Oh, yeah, I guess I never had explained before. I was in the foster system until 2 years ago.
Quinn was in foster care?
So that means his parents are...
I had no idea.
What happened 2 years ago?
I became his foster parent. What? I didn't know that! I became his foster parent.
Huh?
They threatened to move him after his latest foster home wasn't working out, which wasn't a surprise with such an incompetent guardian. I was a legal adult, but thanks to my connections, getting a license to be a foster was a simple matter.
So, wait, you're his dad then?
It doesn't really work that way. I was just his guardian until he started college, so that way he didn't get sent elsewhere.
He went to all that trouble just to make sure Quinn stuck around? That's actually really sweet.
Everyone starts looking around awkwardly, and Jude eventually speaks up to take his turn and keep the game going. Jude scans all of us. His eyes linger on me for a moment, and I feel a lump forming in my throat. Thankfully, his gaze settles on Quinn, and I'm flooded with relief instead of dread. Quinn, truth or dare?
Dare.
Jude grins, and Quinn realizes he's made a mistake that he can't take back. I want you to prank call one of your teachers. What? That's so juvenile. Hey, it's my dare, so I decide. You sure you're up for that, Quinn?
What? Yeah, totally. It should be a piece of cake. I mean, I just call, make a joke, and then hang up real quick.
Quinn pulls out his phone and quickly starts tapping on his phone. He puts it on speaker, allowing us to hear everything. The voice I hear is familiar to me, and it becomes readily apparent which instructor he called. Hello?
Hi, yes, is this John Breyer?
Yes, that's me.
Tell me, is your refrigerator running?
Really? This old joke? He'll be lucky to finish it before Mr. Breyer hangs up on him. Before this goes any further, you're aware I have caller ID, right, Quinn? Additionally, I have your number because you submitted your contact information as part of the online course registration system. Quinn stands there, mouth agape, nearly paralyzed with fear.
Sorry, wrong number.
He quickly hangs up on Mr. Breyer and he breathes a sigh of relief, but I can tell he's much tenser than he was before. I didn't even know the teachers had our numbers, although I guess it makes sense if they need to contact us in an emergency.
Well, that could have gone worse.
It could have gone better, too. I said we try to keep Quinn from getting expelled for the rest of this. Agreed. Quinn grimaces, nodding meekly in agreement. His dare might not have gone well, but it's now Quinn's turn. He begins scanning each of us, trying to decide who the best person to pick is. After that last dare, I bet he picks you.
Mason, truth or dare?
Huh? But what about... Quinn looks at me expectantly, and I remember that this game is going to last a couple of rounds. I shouldn't expect him to just immediately pick Jude like that. He'll need a little bit to come up with something anyway. Huh. See, this is what I'm interested... this is what I am, Dare! Let's do dare. I can always go back if it's not good. I dare you... Oh. Alright, so I guess it's either way then. I dare you to tell me how you got the scar on the back of your head. What? You can't just bend a dare into a truth like that. I don't remember us going over that in the ground rules. Oh, alright, Alarm Chan, I hear you. Alright, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. The channel is growing very quickly. I've gotten about another 100 subs in, like, a month. So, wow. Like, I've looked at the future growth projections for my channel. It's, like, in less than 5 years, it's projected to really, like, go nuts. Thank you guys for everything. So many more videos are coming out. I'm gonna try and do 8 videos a week, since you guys crave the content so much, and I really enjoy making it. But anyway, guys, I love you all. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.